I'm glad you joined us today for Paws Up for Success. Paws Up is designed for families to enjoy their dogs in safer ways. Today we're going to meet special friends, build our relationships with our dogs, make a treat, play some games, and then I'll provide some training tips.
Hey, put the piano there, girl. Can you play the piano? Rhys, can you play the piano? Rhys, the piano. Good girl. Any dance? No.
Gracie.
Oh, good dancing. Gracie, can you play the piano? Yeah.
Good girl.
Okay, one more time. Can you guys dance? You gotta dance though. Come on. Yeah.
I wonder what a dog would think.
So Amani, we're going to play a game here, and we've got Tessa and we've got Tegan, and the game is called Sherlock Says. We could say Snoopy Says or Rex Says or anything, but I kind of like Sherlock Says because this is Sherlock today. He's trying to figure this out with dogs for holidays. So what you're going to say is you're going to say Sherlock Says, and then you're going to give a command like sit or down. Can you do that? Okay, so you say it, and then these guys have to get it, and the game is called Sherlock Says Naughty or Nice. So the one that wins first is called the nice, but they both get treats. We're not going to not share treats with everybody, okay? Okay, so ready? So you gotta say it loud.
Sit.
Sherlock says
Sit.
Sherlock says sit.
Sit. Good job.
Whoa, which one went fastest? Tegan. Tegan was down. They were down before we even said it. Okay, ready to say it again? Okay, ready? Sherlock says
down.
down.
Sit. Down. Can you do down too? Sit down. Oh, good.
Good job. I think they're both nice. What do you think? They're both nice, yeah. Okay, what else do you think they can do? You think they could do leave it? Yeah, we could let, should we try that? Sherlock says, leave it.
Eyes. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it.
Okay.
Good job. Good. Leave it.
Oh,
Leave it.
we still got a little bit of work to do on that, don't we? So that got a little bit of a, did they get a naughty or a nice score?
Okay.
Naughty score. Okay, so with the naughty score, that means we're just going to go back and practice. Good job, guys. These are nice dogs. We've got good dogs here. Look at these good dogs. Good job. Yay. Good job. Okay, so you're going to learn to be a tree because sometimes a big dog might come up to you and you need to be safe, okay? So I want you to put your feet into the ground. Put your feet in the ground. Got your feet stuck?
Yep.
Okay, I need you to take your tree limbs. These are your tree limbs. Okay, I need you to fold them around yourself like this. Good folding. I want you to put your head down. I want you to be very still. Okay, do you have a nursery rhyme you like?
Oh, yeah.
Which one is your favorite?
Dip.
That's stay like a tree. Stay like a tree and tell me a nursery rhyme or a song. What's your favorite song?
I am just a seed.
Okay, sing me the song for it, okay? Can you sing me a song?
I am just a seed until I grow up.
Very nice.
I was just a seed and then I grown up. When I was grown up, I protected the birds from the rising wind that blew everywhere.
Very good. Now,
I was just a seed when I grown up.
okay, so if a big dog came to you and was going to jump on you, I need you to stand really still, put your feet in the ground, put your tree limbs together, and just kind of sing really soft and not pay any attention to the dog. Could you do that?
Yeah.
Okay, that would be very, very good. Thank you.
Was the seed
Very good.
until I grown up.
Very good. Do you know why you do that? How come you would do that? Because you become a very boring tree. Boring is good. Because did you see what the doggies did behind you? They were sleeping. They were like, oh, he's not a wild and crazy kid anymore. He's just being an old tree. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know how to be a tree now. Show me a tree really fast. Put your head down. Very good. Nice job. Good tree. In your branches so that they're close to you. And you're going to put your head down and your feet are going to be very still and you're going to be rooted right into the ground. And if you're scared because a strange dog is approaching you or your dog has gotten a little bit wild, then think of a nursery rhyme or a song or something that just keeps you calm, and just be really boring to that dog by singing. And usually you'll be such a boring tree that they will just go away. So you can do this also on your own dog. We play a game called Wild and Tree, and what you can do, if the dog is being wild, you stop and be a tree. And then when the dog is nice, you say, sit, sit, good boy. And then he will sit. And then if he goes wild again or you go wild, be a tree again. Okay, so you're going to learn to be a tree because sometimes a big dog might come up to you and you need to be safe, okay? So I want you to put your feet into the ground. Put your feet in the ground. Got your feet stuck?
Yep.
Okay, I need you to take your tree limbs. These are your tree limbs. Okay, I need you to fold them around yourself like this. Good folding. I want you to put your head down. I want you to be very still. Okay, do you have a nursery rhyme you like?
Oh, yeah.
Which one is your favorite? That's stay like a tree. Stay like a tree and tell me a nursery rhyme or a song. What's your favorite song?
I am just a seed.
Okay, sing me the song for it, okay? Can you sing me a song?
I am just a seed until I grow up.
Very nice.
I was just a seed and then I grown up. When I was grown up, I protected the birds from the rising wind that blew everywhere.
Very good. Now,
I was just a seed when I grown up.
okay, so if a big dog came to you and was going to jump on you, I need you to stand really still, put your feet in the ground, put your tree limbs together, and just kind of sing really soft and not pay any attention to the dog. Could you do that?
Yeah.
Okay, that would be very, very good. Thank you.
Was the seed
Very good.
until I grown up.
Very good. Do you know why you do that? How come you would do that? Because you become a very boring tree. Boring is good. Because did you see what the doggies did behind you? They were sleeping. They were like, oh, he's not a wild and crazy kid anymore. He's just being an old tree. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know how to be a tree now. Show me a tree really fast. Put your head down. Very good. Nice job. Good tree. Today we're going to make fudge. You can make salmon fudge, tuna fudge, chicken fudge, probably some other kind of fudges if you ever thought about it. But let's make salmon fudge today. I'm going to take the tuna and put it away. What you're going to do is you're going to open a can of tuna and start with the tuna. And I usually like to open it over the bowl because it's going to drain off. We're not going to get rid of any of the liquid. We're going to use all of it as part of the process. Oops. It looks like actually some really nice salmon. My guys are going to be pretty excited about this. And so you've got 2 cans of salmon in here. You can see that that's going to be the liquid. The other thing you're going to need then is you're going to need 2 eggs. Those will be beaten up. So you're going to whisk those eggs. I just use a fork. You can use a whisk if you want. They're just a little more difficult to clean. You just kind of whisk that egg up. That egg is going to go into the tuna because we're going to bake it. And that's the liquid we're going to use. What I like to do, which is really easy, is if you don't want to mess up your canning jars, you can just, or your cookie cutters, you just add a can of flour, which pretty much almost equals a cup. So I'm using gluten-free flour here. which will bake up a little bit different than whole wheat flour or coconut flour, but you can use the kind of flour you want. Take that out of the can, and then you can throw it away. You don't have to clean that cookie cutter. So we're gonna mix this up. Kind of almost makes a batter. Now, of course, my guys, they like Parmesan cheese, so I usually add a good handful of Parmesan cheese, which is about 1/4 cup. And we can use measuring cups too if you want. But you can see it kind of makes like an egg bake, except it's a tuna bake or a cake batter. And all you're going to do with this is you're simply pour it into this batter and fill this up. This is a 9 by 9 sheet, and just fill it into here. And I like to use a spatula to get the last pieces. Besides, it's less cleanup too. Like that. I spread it around. Kind of makes almost a cake or an egg bake. And that is your salmon fudge that's going to go in the oven. 350, I cook it for about a half an hour, and it's ready. You want to make sure that the center is solid. So let's put it in the oven. All right, so we've taken the salmon fudge out of the oven and let it cool, and you can see that it's fairly pliable. It's kind of like an egg bake, and it can be cut into small pieces and available for the dogs for training treats. And again, that's just what we're going to do. We're going to cut it into small pieces, package it, put it in the freezer, and allow it for training treats. These are A-level training treats. They are top of the line. Dogs go crazy for them. Salmon fudge, tuna fudge, or chicken fudge. All right, so again, what I like to do with these is I like to just simply cut it, and you could use a knife too. I tend to use the scissors, it doesn't matter. And cut them into small little pieces like this. Seems to go really fast. And you can see the edge here. It's just kind of like salmon fudge, or tuna fudge, or chicken fudge, or whatever you want to make it. But again, you want a high-powered treat where you get the dog to do pretty much anything. These are totally yummy. Okay, maybe not yummy to you, but for a dog, top of the line. Gooey, chewy, and yummy. Actually, they don't smell bad. There's something you can work with your hands and not feel like you're totally smelling like dog treats. And we're almost done. And we just package them up, throw them in the freezer, pick our 8 treats out, and we're off to training. And again, one of these is not one treat. I may use it 3 or 4 or 5 pieces. But they stay together, they work in your training pouch, and they're incredibly interesting to your puppies. And if you want to know how much that costs, let's see, that probably cost us $2.25 for this amount of, maybe even less than $2 if you use tuna fish. But I use salmon. Salmon's a little bit more expensive, and I got it at the Dollar Tree, so there we go. A-level treats, 2 full packages, about $2.25. Paws Up for Success wants to thank Liz's Kitchen for the recipes that we use in our dog training. They're easy to make, they're fun to make, kids can make them, and we just appreciate all that she's done for people that have challenges in cooking. Thanks, Liz Kitchen. We just appreciate the recipes, we appreciate your help, and we appreciate you supporting Paws Up for Success. So Cindy's here. Let's bring Cindy and Coco in. Here, Cindy, have a seat.
Oh, thank you.
Cindy. Hello, Coco.
Hi, Cindy.
Hi.
Nice to see you. Hey, Coco. Nice to have you here.
Now Coco's a little bit older dog, and she's been allowed on the furniture in her home. So she's very used to being able to get up on the furniture, but you're now at Mary's house. How are you going to handle that?
Well,
if she jumps on the couch, I use the command off
Okay.
to have my dog. Yeah.
Off is a great command. Off is a great command, and she knows it. But she may not know it at Mary's couch because of generalization. So when you go to somebody's house, what I would do is I would think from the very beginning that you got to go back to kindergarten. Coco's a great dog, and I've heard Coco likes to be on the couch at her house. And that's great to be on the couch, especially if it's a couch that's not a problem. But sometimes you have a couch that isn't grandma's or grandpa's or Auntie Jill's or whatever, and they don't like them on the couch. So you are now at Auntie Mary's house. How do we prevent Coco from jumping on Mary's couch? Because couch is a couch.
Yeah, a couch is a couch. A couch is a big chair that
So let's
is
ask Rhys what he
expanded.
would do. Hey, Rhys, how would you keep Coco off the couch at Auntie Mary's house?
By sitting, by saying, leave it.
Well, leave it would be a good one because they would know leave it. That would be a good start. So you know what I would do? Exactly that. I would teach Coco leave it right there by your foot, and I bring some treats and I treat Coco, leave it. Good girl, good girl. And she'd try to get up, say, leave it. And then it would be, oh, that's a leave it too, just like other silly things are leave it's. Like you don't want her to be by a chicken bone, right? That would be dangerous. So she'd have to say, leave it there. Off might be okay too, but then she'd already be getting up there. So we don't want to encourage the getting up there at all. Yeah. We don't want to encourage any getting up there.
The loud and crazy can drive you down the deep edge. So you get to calm down your energy.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. How do you show me how you calm down your energy when you're wild and crazy?
I breathe 3 times.
Oh, can you show me? That's good. And then what do you do with your body? Do you let your body move or do you let your body stay calm?
I let my body stay calm.
Dogs jump on kids and kids jump on dogs.
They certainly do.
Yeah.
And
And
Tegan
dogs
and Rhys
jump on
love to
kids.
jump on one another. Stepping there.
Poor Charles. Poor.
What is Tegan doing to you, Rhys?
She's trying to pounce on. She's walking on me.
Yeah,
And
and Tegan's not really big. She's big for you, but she's not real heavy. She weighs how much right
about
now?
22 pounds.
22 pounds. So to Rhys, she looks really huge. But if she was a St. Bernard, Rhys would be splatted.
That's right.
Yeah,
I would be splatted.
you would be. You'd be splatted flat. And who's got to freeze? Who has to freeze? You and who?
Tess,
And Tegan, right?
you remember
To be a tree because sometimes a big dog might come up to you and you need to be safe, okay? So I want you to put your feet into the ground. Put your feet in the ground. Got your feet stuck?
Yep.
Okay, I need you to take your tree limbs. These are your tree limbs. Okay, I need you to fold them around yourself like this. Good folding. I want you to put your head down. I want you to be very still. Okay, do you have a nursery rhyme you like?
Oh, yeah.
Which one is your favorite?
Yep.
That's stay like a tree. Stay like a tree and tell me a nursery rhyme or a song. What's your favorite song?
I am just a seed.
Okay, sing me the song for it, okay? Can you sing me a song?
I am just a seed until I grow up.
Very nice.
I was just a seed, and then I grown up. When I was grown up, I protected the birds from the rising wind that blew everywhere.
Very good. Okay, so if a big dog came to you and was going to jump on you, I need you to stand really still, put your feet in the ground, put your tree limbs together, and just kind of sing really soft and not pay any attention to the dog. Could you do that?
Yeah.
Okay, that would be very, very good. Thank you.
Was the seed
Very good.
until I grown up.
Very good. Do you know why you do that? How come you would do that? Because you become a very boring tree. Boring is good because did you see what the doggies did behind you? They were sleeping. They were like, oh, he's not a wild and crazy kid anymore. He's just being an old tree. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know how to be a tree now. Show me a tree really fast. Put your head down. Very good. Nice job. Good tree.
When you're playing tag with a dog, you're having exercise.
You are. They're having pretty much fun, aren't they? Would this be a time we'd go play with them? No. This is a time you don't play with them.
But I like to play on the floor.
Okay, but they might get playing with you on the floor. Okay, so that's about as much energy as I do because you don't want them knocking over anybody's stuff, and obviously we've got room here. And what can happen is they can get out of control really quick.
Right.
Really
Tegan.
quick.
Yeah.
Coco, check in. Coco, check in. Thank you.
Relax.
Good girl.
Relax.
Yes. I mean, good boy.
Hello, Coco.
Now, Coco is doing something that you need to see. You went over and you just started hugging on Coco, okay? Coco doesn't like hugs from people, so what you're going to have to do is, yep, just a second. Coco did something with his tongue. Do you know what he did?
What?
He did this with his tongue, he did. Yeah, and when you see a doggy doing that, that means please back away. Please don't do, see the tongue? Okay? And so he said, I don't know you good enough, Rhys. Please don't hug me. That's what he said. So when his tongue is sticking out, it means please, please, no. And let's give you some others. Sit, Coco. Oh, very nice. Yes, you could do tricks with Coco then. That's how you could get a relationship. You could give Coco some treats. Would you like to give Coco some treats?
Yeah.
Here you go, sweet. So here's some things. Let's look at some things that Coco could do that would tell you to stay away. Want to know some new things?
Yeah.
Okay, one of the things Coco could do that would tell you to stay away is yawn. Coco could go like this. She could go, oh, and turn her head away from you. And that says, oh, Rhys, please stay away from me. I'm a little bit scared of you. Or she could shake off. Have you ever seen a dog shake off?
No.
No. Well, I haven't seen one shake off here today, but she could be shaking off. What if Tegan was jumping on you and
He would tip me over.
that is so that they're close to you. And you're going to put your head down and your feet are going to be very still and you're going to be rooted right into the ground. And if you're scared because a strange dog is approaching you or your dog has gotten a little bit wild, then think of a nursery rhyme or a song or something that just keeps you calm and just be really boring to that dog by singing. And usually you'll be such a boring tree that they will just go away. So you can do this also on your own dog. We play a game called Wild and Tree. And what you can do, if the dog is being wild, you stop and be a tree. And then when the dog is nice, you say, sit, sit, good boy. And then he will sit. And then if he goes wild again or you go wild, be a tree again. All right, let's go. Daisy, Daisy. Go, go, go. Freeze. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, so let me tell you why that worked. Okay? It looked like she just did it on her first time and she did. But watch what I did with my hand. Okay. When I told her to freeze, my hand went like this. And what symbol is that?
Sit.
Sit. That's exactly right. So I'm going wild, 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 and then I go freeze. So I give her the sit command. Oh, you know that one, don't you?
She heard you.
She knows that one. Because the sit command means I get cookies. Yes, it does. All right, you want to try it?
Sure. Daisy, come on. Come on. Let's go crazy. Come on. There you go. Freeze.
Just wait. Wait for a sit. Now you try.
There you
See?
go.
See, what
Good
happens is
job.
people often reward too early, and you have to wait till you get the behavior you want. When you get the behavior you want, good job. And she can't do it wrong. She's still trying to figure it out. But if she figures out that when I sit, I get the treat, everything's wonderful, the game continues, she'll keep doing it.
Here we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You got it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on.
And freeze. And freeze.
Freeze. Good job.
Very nice.
Nice sitting,
You
Tegan.
can see, and you can see how that helps because you're going to have the puppies with me sometimes, but they already have the game. If they have the game, they've already played it, and you say freeze,
Right.
and then you can do wild, wild, wild again, and then freeze, and then wild, wild, and then freeze, and then wild, freeze. And you see how you bring that intensity down?
Right.
So you're not just saying freeze and then leaving them, you're actually unwinding them a little bit to bring them down in energy, so yeah.
Well, and the other thing that's nice is that when I froze, she had her attention on me.
Exactly. Well, because you're playing with her. Where do you think the tension is when you're playing with them? You're the best toy we've got.
Right.
So I want to try another game with you. I want to try wild and freeze, or we say wild and tree. And what that means is what I want you to do is wild her up, and I want you then to stop. And I want you to see if you can get her to sit. A good game to play outside is just wild and freeze. Just be able to go wild and loose, especially when they have the zoomies, and they just stop and freeze.
So what's the purpose of the wild and freeze?
So that they get used to high energy, bring it down to low energy. High energy and bring it down to low energy. What happens, like, you know, when people play tug can be a really good game, but what happens with something like tug is you're playing that game and it's really fun, and then the dog gets all energized up, and once they're totally jazzed, you're tired of playing with them. So you're like, oh, I'm done with you, dumb dog. And you give them the toy. Now they've won the toy, and they're still jazzed, okay? Right. So what I like to train them to be fun, excited, calm down. Fun, excited, calm down. Same with kids. Let them get jazzed up, let them have a really good time, and then let them learn to chill. It just helps all of us, you know?
Right.
Yeah, it does. Good job, Des. That's a good job. One of the things we can use for dog training is often toddler toys. And toddler toys, you can get them at Goodwill or Unique, and they're going to run between $1 and $2 to $3 a piece. But this is just a piano. And you can actually teach the dog to play the piano with their nose or their paws, which is kind of fun. And we're going to try to teach Tegan to play the piano today. And you can use clicker. Of course, clicker works really well. But since most of us don't have that, so we're just going to use a little bit of treats, a little bit of lure. And we're going to see what happens when Tegan finds the piano.
Well, you're ready.
Look, Tegan. Good girl. Good girl, Tegan. And you can see Tegan wasn't afraid of it, and she's curious about it. Of course, the treats help because she's more curious about the treats. But you pair the treat that she's already not afraid of and with something that she might be afraid of, and it becomes a lot less scary. So Tegan, you want to try it again? Sit. Sit. We can try it again. This piano. Gotta wait. Gotta wait. Okay. Piano. Oh, piano's going to have cookies. Piano's good. You can see how big of cookies we're putting on. They're like tiny, tiny little pieces. Just tiny little pieces. Okay. Tegan, go find it.
Play piano.
Find it. Play piano.
Play piano.
Good job. Good job, Tegan.
Girl, Tegan.
Good job, Tegan. And eventually, Mary, you can pair that with the word play piano. Right. And she will go and play the piano and then get the treat. Right now, she's getting the treat as she's playing the piano. You then take the treat and hold it off and say, play piano. She'll play the piano, come back to you, get the treat. And every time you say play piano, she'll go do it. It's kind of a fun trick to show your friends.
Right.
So, what has your dog taught you?
Patient. To play tug of
She's definitely taught me to be patient, and she's taught me to be more creative.
This has taught me that I love dogs, and I want to learn more about them and how they communicate with each other and how you can help them learn.
Well, I like that Coco here is always happy, and he'll cheer up everyone else around him just because of how happy he is.
Say, have a great New Year.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Team Paws Up for Success. I hope we've changed some of your thinking and given you some new ideas to have fun with your canine. I hope children are more safe, and I hope the community is more safe. Dogs are special. They're a great part of creation, and I'm just so grateful that they're part of my life. I hope you're grateful they're part of yours.